Tanveer Ahmed Mir, senior criminal lawyer, joins me. Tanveer, we've seen in most of these cases, there has been very little progress made beyond, of course, the UK government saying they approve extradition, but then it gets caught in a legal tangle. Do you believe that makes it extremely difficult? The United Kingdom system operates in a way that there can be a series of appeals that any individual can make, even going to the court of justice in Europe. Do you believe that makes it very difficult?
Absolutely, Rajdeep. It's a very difficult process. And irrespective of the will of the government, that Mr. Sybil was saying that perhaps in his understanding, the government has taken a backseat. But the issue is that insofar as the extradition process of fugitive arms dealer Sanjay Bhandari is taken into consideration, the government of India lost the matter in the UK High Court and got a knuckle blow. Now, in terms of those judgments or whatever order came from England, two things were very clear. One is that we are not going to extradite a person who will be put to a lot of human right abuse, politically motivated prosecutions, and anything ancillary and appendant to that. I have a different solution. The government of India, in the case of even Nirav Modi or Vijay Mallya, should straight away say to the courts of the London and give an undertaking that if these people do come back to India, we're not going to arrest them at all. And why should they be arrested and put through the custodial interrogation when you have the will, the wherewithal to do an expedited trial, rather than taking the people into custody forefront, give them an opportunity to contest the cases, do cross-examine your witnesses and prove that you're good. See, the biggest...
That's an interesting point. You see, that's it, because in the Sanjay Bhandari case, which is a defense dealer, the UK High Court rejected the extradition, citing risks of extortion and violence in Indian custody. So the UK system doesn't seem to see the Indian system as providing a fair trial. So you're saying the guarantee will have to be given to give a speedy trial. Am I correct?
No, I'm saying that government of India should go step for example, in Vijay Mallya, as against an outstanding debt of 6,000 crores, which he owed to the bankers, there is a total recovery of 14,000. Why do you need the man to go into custody? If you give him an assurance that you come back to your homeland, where you were one of the biggest, promoter directors of companies at a young age of 28, yes, there are criminal prosecutions. We give an assurance that we will not take you into custody. Please come down back to your homeland and contest your cases.
Okay,
Custody is not needed.
That's a very interesting viewpoint. Burzin, you're raising your hand. Go ahead.
Very quickly, your previous guest made a very pertinent point. Rajdeep, India can make a case as the world's largest functioning democracy that we do not visit torture upon such individuals who are repatriated to India. I mean, barely did Tahawur Rana land in New Delhi that he was afforded legal protection. Now, the case is going on and not in the public domain, true, but he was afforded legal aid upon returning to India, from what I understand. Likewise, with the Ajmal Kasab case, he wasn't shot dead. He was rehabilitated. He was recuperated, and a full-fledged trial took place where he was implicated for, as the trial said.
No, but do you agree, Burzin, with the point which is being made by Tanveer Ahmed Mir, that rather than say that we are immediately going to put them into custody, give the assurance to the UK court that whether it's a Vijay Mallya, or whether it's a Nirav Modi, or whether it's a Lalit Modi, they will go through they will also be given the rights that we give every Indian citizen.
Exactly, and I concur with Mr. Mir. Why does not New Delhi very robustly make that out to London, DC, or elsewhere, that these protections are afforded to every individual who is repatriated, and that the world's largest democracy does make a case? And I've cited two salient examples, Tahawur Rana, which is ongoing, and the Ajmal Kasab case, which eventually saw him receive capital punishment, which in India is given only in the rarest of rare cases, as the Supreme Court has consistently stated. So the question of India being run like a police state or a banana republic where torture is visited upon individuals beggars belief. And that is what happens coming back here on the London home front, is the question of torture, which is what these ambulance chasing lawyers bring up, that they would not have a fair trial and they would be physically mutilated, would that they were repatriated. And that's where things hold as such under this Human Rights Convention and Strasbourg and Europe and the rest of it. But India can bring in, Rajdeep, these two robust cases that I mentioned, among a slew of others, that a democracy doesn't operate under such conditions.
Tanveer, you want to respond? You raised your hand.
I just wanted to say that there is no gainsaying. The government of India and the law enforcement agencies in these cases will lose nothing if they give an upfront assurance in the form of an undertaking or an affidavit of a responsible officer of government of India, maybe of a law enforcement agency, simply saying that, Your Honor, if this man is extradited, or if he comes on his own, we give an assurance that we will not oppose his bail. Let him go out. Let him go out his home. You press your indictment in a court of law and rely upon your witnesses to earn yourself a conviction. Why do you need the man to go into custody who's paid 14,000 crores for a debt of 6,000 crores? What will you get out of it?